Some things end not with a bang, but with a whimper, as TS Eliot once wrote. And so, it sadly goes with the Metro North Quiet Car program, a popular feature that began in 2011 and was suspended during the pandemic. Now, it looks like commuters will never enjoy that blissful silence again. The official Metro North account response was polite, but devastating. "I'm sorry, but we do not have plans on restoring the Quiet Car program at this time. Thank you. The end of the Quiet Car makes me want to scream, or at least loudly sigh, into the void. It departs at a time when it's never been needed more. In the last few years, the noise level seems to have shot up on my rides from Grand Central to Tarrytown and back, with passengers regularly FaceTiming, making loud business calls, and watching videos on the train, all without headphones. Telemedicine call with your doctor about a strange rash you're experiencing? Let's put that on speakerphone. Watching a zany YouTube video of cats fighting each other in the street? Definitely turn up the volume. And if you're on a Zoom call talking about your Q4 deliverables, make sure to raise your voice so that the people in the other car can hear too. In its heyday, the Quiet Car was never really loudly advertised. It was simply understood by regular passengers that during peak commuting hours, the last train car, heading into NYC, or the first, leaving NYC, was the designated car. It was sometimes included in the announcements, mentioned at the end in a "last car on the train is a quiet car rush." Talking was allowed in a library-like tone, the exact terms of which were subject to a really wide range of commuter interpretation. Were whispers okay? How about a low murmur? It all depended on the crowd. And if you were one of those passengers who hadn't gotten the shh memo, fellow travelers were generally pretty quick to show you the error of your ways, sometimes in a very unlibrary-like tone. In the mornings, especially in winter, the Quiet Car was a place to cuddle under your winter coat and catch a few minutes of extra sleep. Unless you snore, of course, said research analyst Jamie Starr, a Bedford resident who used to commute regularly from Phillips Manor into the city. Maybe taking the Quiet Car away is a way of forcing people to drive into the city and pay the congestion tax. "I will miss the genteel shushing and lack of unabashed speaker use," added Brian Gottlock of Sleepy Hollow. "The MTA is mistaken if it thinks that taking away the Quiet Car doesn't factor into my decision as to whether to commute in on a stressful day. Sometimes the citizen policing of the Quiet Car could turn into angry rumblings and loud sighs by the self-appointed enforcers. It is New York, after all, and even our silence must be tinged with aggression." After a loud passenger had been chased off to another car, those who remained would nod at each other with silent, self-approving nods of camaraderie.